Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically. Constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 40,000 subscribers and on our way to 40K. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. You already know, man. Listen, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. And listen, if you merge into this lane, we are going to crash out. That's one thing for sure and two things for certain, all right? Now, do me a favor, man. Wipe your feet off before you walk into the big house. You feel what I'm saying? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing every time we go live right here on the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. Big salute. Tap in. Now, we're going to have a conversation today. This is not going to be a long, drawn-out live stream. We're not going to make this a 2-3 hour live stream. I want to get right into the situation. We're going to talk about Smitty. What's his name of his channel? Big salute to the homie Smitty. A lot going on. A lot going on TV, right? And we're going to talk about YouTube, this portal, you know, the dirty section, this sector and this algorithm that we are in. And like I said, it's not going to be a long live stream, but we're going to have a real grown man conversation. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I think y'all are underestimating this algorithm. Y'all are underestimating this portal that we are dealing with. And we're gonna really bring everything to the light, man. And I want to give a big salute to Mikey B. I want to give a big salute to Smitty. You know, a lot going on TV. And when you come into this algorithm right here, homie, it come with a certain amount of integrity. It come with a certain amount of you know, you got to be standing on some type of business. This is not for the weak of heart. You got to have thick skin. This is not for everybody. And I know y'all see us up here. We doing our content. We making our money. We doing our numbers. We getting our subscribers. And then y'all feel like y'all could cut a camera on and y'all can push the live button and y'all can come over here and just do your content. And when y'all jump off the porch, when y'all jump off the bridge, when y'all come over here to the dirty section or to the algorithm or whatever you want to call this little thing of ours, which you forget something, man. This is not for the weak of heart. Look at Mav Hoffa. Mav Hoffa ain't been the same since he came over here to the algorithm. And we're going to have a conversation about that today. You know what I'm saying? Big salute. We go have some fun with this. You know, man, listen, man, this ain't for everybody. And I want to send a strong message to the homie Smitty. And I want to let you know, man, you might be in the wrong algorithm, man. You know what I'm saying? You come over here, you ain't got 2,000 subscribers, and you're already capping on YouTube. You're already El Capitano on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? To get deeper, get wicked, it's always deep in the rap. And when you come over here with that El Capitano mentality, you're only going to be exposed, my G. It's only going to get nasty for you. And see, I'm trying to give you some game on this, and I'm going to elevate your mental, and I'm going to give you some game on this, my G, for sure. I want you to take out your notebook. I want you to get your pen and your paper, and I want you to make sure you write these notes down, because you got some explaining to do. To the homie Smitty, I want you to get in here. I want you and Mikey B to tap in. You got some explaining to do, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to, you know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. We're going to get into it. We're going to have some fun. We're not going to stay long. We're not going to stay long, but we are going to talk about this. Now, before we get into this situation, you already know I got to do some customizations to the chat. The higher ups and the elites are working overtime. They playing chess at the highest level, muffling the message, trying to stifle the platform, playing with the numbers and all that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and customize the chat. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Mikey B. Yeah, Mikey B. Smitty. A lot going on TV. You got a lot going on out here in these YouTube streets. And you got a lot of explaining to do. Yeah. Yeah, Smitty, we're gonna have a conversation today. I'm gonna leave this live stream up just for you, Smitty. Just for you. Now let's do some customizations to the chat. Big salute. Make sure y'all hit the like button and all that. Hit the subscribe button, man. We approaching 44,000 subscribers. Yeah, we doing our numbers. We having our way. Hit the subscribe button when you come in this building. Don't play with me. Yeah, Smitty. El Capitano. What's up, Trooper69? I see you in the building. Yeah, we gonna talk about Tissa Tells and Tisha Tells. We're gonna talk more about Diddy. But I wanted to get this live stream out of the way before we got any further with the Diddy content. You know what I mean? Salute. Cause we gonna talk about Diddy. We gonna have a conversation. Yeah, this is gonna be epic. I got something to tell y'all. We gonna lock in, but is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Hit the like button and subscribe button. Bam, you see that at the bottom of the chat, right? Yeah, you see that right before you get into the comment section with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers and all that, asking your questions with your Twitter fingers and all that. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tapped into the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. Pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. All right, make sure y'all lock in. We gonna talk, man. We going. Oh. What's that? Whoa, okay. I'm about to say, what's that about now? I need that green light, baby. We gonna get paid to talk now. Salute, AP. What it do? I see you in the chat. All right, so a lot of y'all don't know because a lot of y'all are not really fully engaged into this algorithm. So I'm gonna just give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some context on what we talking about, right? We got a guy by the name of Smitty that he's a newcomer to the algorithm. You understand? He's starting to make content. He's wanting to go viral, and he's engaging with content creators. And he recently went live and made some threats. I want to say that he made some threats towards the homie Zip with the Drip. You know what I mean? And you know, I watched it just like a lot of other people watched that live stream, and it's nasty work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say it was absolutely nasty work. Something didn't sit right with me, the way he was talking and the threats that he was making, right? And it made me want to speak to, you know, YouTubers. It made me want to just give a message to anybody that's coming into this algorithm, coming into this portal, which is YouTube, wanting to make content, not really understanding what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? And one thing for sure, two things for certain, you already know here at Grown Man Business TV, I kept the receipts, man. I kept the receipts. So we're gonna talk, but there was a situation that happened before this, and it's the same thing. It's the same play being ran over. You know, you got Zip with the Drip, you got Mikey B, you got Smitty, you got content creators going back and forth, and it goes from, you know, jokes and allegations and people saying this and saying that, and it turns into threats. You know, word to my mother, if you come downstairs, I'ma break your face. And I'm saying to myself, like, I didn't know y'all had a beef like that. I didn't know that it was a real thing like that. So I did my due diligence, and I realized that something was said by Zip with the Drip that made Smitty jump off the bridge. And being as though you are engaging in this algorithm, you know what I'm saying? I got to give you the full brunt of it. I want you to understand exactly what you're dealing with when you start making content within this algorithm. You know, it reminds me of the 10 toes down and behind the bar situation. Do y'all remember what happened between 10 toes down and behind the bar? Y'all remember? Well, you know what? I kept the receipts. I kept the receipts. So we gonna go over that video. When 10 toes down ran over there to Bronx River, caught behind the bar over there in the bodega, buying a goddamn bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. Yeah. all that talking on YouTube, and then you go outside and 10 toes down run up on you, and now you copping the plea and you trying to get out of there. See, that's what I'm talking about. When you play on this algorithm, it manifests and it turns and it materializes into real, actual reality. Yeah, Smitty, man, I didn't like what you did. I didn't like the things that you were saying to Zip with the Drip. I wasn't really feeling that. I thought it was nasty work. And then you go all the way out there and you don't bring your beach chair. You go all the way out there to Bed-Stuy, his son, alive, his son, representing BK to the fullest. And you don't bring your beach chair. That's the same thing Behind the Bar did when he brought his ass to Bronx River and got caught in that bodega. Oh, we gonna have some fun with this. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk, Smitty. You know, Smitty, we're gonna have a grown man conversation, and we're gonna have some fun with this because you got some explaining to do. Hey, Smitty, listen to me. Before you do another video in this algorithm, before you go live with Mikey B, before you do any more content in this algorithm, you got some explaining to do. And I'm gonna tell you something. Before you need to take my advice. I'm war tested. I'm war tested in this algorithm. I went to war with Zip with the Drip. I went to war with Spider Loc. My numbers are only going up, so I'm battle tested. And I'm telling you, before you get your feet wet in this algorithm, you gotta explain something. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Well, let's get into one of these receipts. I want you to look at this, and I want to give you some context on exactly what I'm talking about. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button and all that. Yeah, hit the like button and all that. Smitty, I'm gonna have some fun today. I want you to tag along. I want you to get your notebook. I want you to take notes. Relax and take notes. As I take totes off the marijuana smoke, I put you in the choke. Gun smoke, gun smoke. You know all about that, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. He did lose his cool. He got emotional. He came into this algorithm and he got checkmated. Yeah, you got checkmated. I'm going to tell y'all something before we get into this receipt. Just because you saw me go to war with Zip with the Drip and win, just because you saw me, Grown Man Business TV, go to war with Zip with the Drip and come out with a W, do not mean you can go to war. I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of you dudes better leave Zip alone. A lot of you YouTubers, a lot of you content creators, respectfully, y'all might want to leave Zip with the Drip alone. This ain't for the weak of heart, my G. This ain't for you little dudes popping your phones up with your little cameras and all that, running your mouth falling. This ain't for you. A lot of you YouTubers better leave Zip with the Drip alone. Yeah, I know y'all saw me do my thing, but you ain't me. You ain't this and this ain't that. A lot of you YouTubers, I'm giving y'all fair warning. Leave that man alone before you end up like Smitty. Smitty, you got some explaining to do, my boy. Salute. Now I want to run something past y'all. We're gonna get into this receipt right here, and we're gonna double back and we're gonna have this conversation. Big salute to the chat. Run the numbers up. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do that. Let's get into this. Look. Yeah, look. The dudes that I grew up with. I'm coming to your block Sunday with a beach chair. Post up. Like my clip. And this is on everything I love. If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. Word to my mother. Says, I'm breaking your face. Word to my mother. I love.
If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. Word to my mother. If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. Word to my mother. I'm breaking your face. Let's get to that. If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. Word to my mother. I'm breaking your face. Let's get to that. If you
Now, I'm gonna tell you something, right? When I saw this live stream right here, you know what I'm saying? When he did that right there, when he said word to your mother, word to my mother, I said to myself, I said, Zippy, don't come downstairs. Salute, Zippy, don't come downstairs, homie. Stay upstairs. You and Pit Cat lock the door, lock the fire escape, and you stay in the house. Word to my mother. Yeah, I thought that Smitty was talking that real talk. I thought that Smitty was standing on business. Yeah. Word to my mother. Yeah, you know when one of them New Yorkers say word to my mother, they mean it. I mean, Smitty, you put it on everything you love. You put it on your family. You put it on word to your mother. So I was telling Zippy, hey, Zippy, go ahead and stay in the house. He said he's going to be out there on Sunday. He going to have a beach chair. And I think, Zippy, you need to stay in the house. That was my recommendations for Zip with the Drip. Stay in the house. But the homie Smitty, come Sunday, he went out there. He didn't bring a beach chair. He didn't knock on his door. He didn't break his face. He didn't do none of that. The homie Smitty went out there to Brooklyn, New York, and had a family affair. He brought his wife and his children out there. Yeah, he brought his old lady out there. He was very humble when he went out there to Brooklyn, and he said he didn't want no problems. Now me, I'm saying salute to that. I think that is nothing wrong for a grown man to recognize the errors in his ways. You know, you got emotional, you got in your feelings, and you said some things on this YouTube and in this algorithm that was nasty work. I mean, you said you was gonna do bodily harm to that man. Yeah, me and Zip done went back and forth. Me and Zip with the war, but I never said I was gonna do nothing to him, and he never said he was gonna do nothing to me. I mean, this is YouTube. Right? It's business. It's no feelings involved, right? Now, Smitty, you went out there to Brooklyn. You brought your family to Brooklyn. You didn't bring your beach chair. You didn't knock on his door. You didn't do none of that. So my antennas went up. That's a red flag for me. One of you New Yorkers saying word to your mother, and you don't stand on your mother. That's nasty work. You having to change your heart is no problem. You feeling like you didn't want to go through with it, no problem. You not wanting to crash out, no problem. But the same way you said this right here in public is the same way you need to double back and make an apology to Zip with the Drip. You need to tell that man that you did not mean what you said. You need to tell that man that it is no beef, that you didn't mean what you said when you said you was going to do bodily harm to him. And that's one of the main angles in this live stream. As men, when you do something in public, you need to correct it in public. When you step out there and you jump off the curb and you crash out in public, you need to pay for it in public. You know, I see a lot of back and forth in this algorithm. I see a lot of content creators going back and forth, but that right there, I can't condone that. I can't condone a grown man getting on this app and saying that he's going to physically attack somebody and then going out there with his family and acting like he ain't do that, acting like he ain't say that. See, the last time this happened, that's why that took place out there in Vegas. That's why Finney the Legend and his old lady got deleted out there in Vegas, because you're doing all this back and forth on YouTube. You speaking violence into the algorithm. You speaking violence into the atmosphere. You speaking these words right here into the universe, and then you go out there with your old lady, and when homie deleting and get the popping off on you, now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now all of a sudden it's a tragedy. And the downloads started downloading because Finney the Legend did the same thing. He had a problem with that man. He was disrespecting and threatening violence towards that man. And then he went out there in Vegas with his wife. Why would you bring your wife when you got a problem? It's violence. You've been speaking violence. Well, why would you bring your old lady to war? Why would you bring your wife and your children to war? And with words like this, Smitty, with words like this right here, Smitty, respectfully, with words like this, let's just take a look at this. Big salute. Look!
Come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. I love. If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. Word to my mother. I'm breaking your face. If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face. Word to my mother. I'm breaking your face. Let's get to that. If you come downstairs, I'm breaking your face.
Word to my mother. So as a grown man that's, highly respected in this algorithm, a grown man that stands on grown man business, I thought that it was only right that I spoke to you as a grown man should. Why would you go out there to Brooklyn with your wife and your kids after you talking like this on the internet? And then when shit pop off, now it's a tragedy. Now it should have never happened. Now we gotta, no, that ain't how it would work. As grown men, you got to be held accountable for your actions. And that right there was nasty work. The same way you set this camera up and you got to talking about what you was going to do and how you was going to do it is the same way you need to set your camera up, and you need to hit the live button, and you need to say, you know what, Zip with the Drip, we ain't got to be friends. We ain't got to be foes. But guess what? I ain't mean that. I was emotional when I said that. I was out of pocket when I said that. This is only YouTube. I don't want a physical altercation. I don't want violence with you. You understand what I'm saying? Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But I don't want that type of energy. You need to put that into the universe. That's what grown men do. We aren't perfect. As men, we aren't perfect. So every now and then we can make a mistake. But as grown men, we got to stand on that, and then we got to correct it. And if you make that mistake in public, you got to correct it in public. And I'm going to tell you something, Smitty, my boy, salute to you. I rock with you. I rock with you. That was a mistake made right there. You let Lil Zippy get you out of character. You let Lil Zippy get you out your body right there. Yeah, salute to you. You know, I told Mikey when I saw you on the channel, I told him, yo, Smitty is a perfect match. What y'all got going, I like that. You and Mikey double teaming and doing, pause. You and Mikey doing y'all thing, side by side, creating content. I like that. But this right here, nah. You said Zip was acting unlike himself. And this right here got me thinking that you acting unlike yourself in this algorithm. Now let's talk a little bit deeper, because before we get into what I really need you to do, Smitty, like I said, before you do another live stream, before you do another video, you got some explaining to do, Smitty. And now that you in the algorithm, we can have this conversation. Salute to you. I want to show y'all what happens when you talk like this on YouTube, when you run your mouth like this on YouTube, and then you go outside and you think shit sweet. I want to give you a prime example and some context on what I'm talking about. Now, I don't know exactly why, Zip with the Drip rocks with behind the bar, but I always thought that this video was gold on YouTube. I thought that it was a prime example, and I'm glad that they never took it down. This video right here is exactly what happens when you get out of your body on YouTube, when you speak violence into the universe, and then you go outside to get your ass a bacon, egg, and cheese a croissant, thinking all is well. Oh no, it ain't well. Oh, it ain't well. Just like you, Smitty, behind the bar was a young YouTuber in this algorithm, making his way downtown, walking fast, going down, and he homebound. Yeah, he was making his way downtown in these YouTube streets. He had a little bit of motion. He had a little bit of action. He got out of his body and all that. He got to talking crazy in this algorithm. And I want to show you what happened to him. Yeah, because when the shit go down, now all of a sudden it's, yo, what's up, 10 toes? Yo, that's 10 toes down. What's going on? Oh, Before we get into this receipt, what I want y'all to understand, and I'm telling you, I see it in the homie Smitty. I see that you thought that you could come to this algorithm, and y'all think that just because it's on YouTube, you can say whatever you want to say and you can do whatever you want to do. And what I'm here to tell you is YouTube is a portal. It's a reason why I speak a certain way, even on this algorithm, because I understand. You don't just get to come up here and say what you want to say and do what you want to do without consequences and repercussions coming behind that. Oh man, it's just YouTube. No, it's not. When you say you're going to do bodily harm, now it's not YouTube. When you talk about somebody's children, now it's not YouTube. When you talk about, when you cross the line, it is no longer content. And I need a lot of y'all newcomers to understand this. I need a lot of you newcome YouTubers. I need y'all to understand and stop letting them trick, because they got y'all thinking this shit just YouTube. Well, you saw what happened to Finney the Legend out there in Las Vegas. Yeah, you saw what happened to Finney the Legend, didn't you? R.I.P. to that man. You saw what happened to Finney the Legend out there in Las Vegas because somebody told him, oh, this is just YouTube. Don't worry about it. It's content. Well, as a grown man, I got to tell you, this shit ain't nothing to play with. Say what you mean and mean what you say, and then stand on grown man business, point blank, period. Even on YouTube. Say what you mean and mean what you say. That's it. Let's look at this right here. Look.
I've been out here for over a half an hour. I've been out here for over a half hour. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lady Fresh. All the moderators in the chat, make sure y'all subscribe to the... Oh, shit. 10 toes down! What's up, man? Oh, so it's like that? No, we got 10 toes down. Okay. What's up? Ain't nothing.
Videos about me, nigga. I knock your fucking head off now, nigga. Pussy, I told you when I can't get in faces. You nigga just pussy.
Okay.
Can't fuck, nigga.
Okay. Okay.
Pussy coming around here in the Bronx, wherever you from, nigga. Go the fuck in your car, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Alright.
Before I have my little niggas wash you up right now.
Okay.
You bitch.
That's how you feel for real?
That's how it is, you bitch ass nigga. This ain't no internet shit, nigga. This real life shit.
Okay.
Don't be making videos about people, all this gay shit and all that, nigga. I smacked the shit out of you, pussy. Fuck is wrong with you, bitch ass nigga? You doing that because you on camera. Now, turn that live off, matter of fact, man. Turn that shit off, man. Because you want to keep shit on camera before you can try to use that shit against nigga. Turn the live off.
how you feel?
That's how I feel. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? That's how I feel. You did all that gangster talk, and you ain't doing shit. My hands in your face, pussy, you ain't doing nothing. I fuck you up in this store. I changed all this shit, man. Then I paid
Yo, yeah. Hey, Smitty, I see you in the building. Salute. Hey, make sure y'all go subscribe to the homie, man. A lot going on TV, man. Salute, Smitty. I see you in here. Now, y'all see what just happened. I'm gonna let some more of this receipt right here play. But you see how behind the bar went from talking, yeah, I've been out here for 30 minutes, and then 1 minute later, that's how you feel? That's how you feel, 10 toes? Why are you doing this? Yeah, you turn to a nice guy. You turn to a real nice guy when 10 toes down walked in that bodega when you was ordering that bacon, egg, and cheese croissant and all that. This is what I'm talking about. Behind the bar thought that he could say what he want on his platform with no consequences and no repercussions. And then he drove all the way to New York City and went to a bodega in Bronx River and got caught lacking in that bodega and all that. And shit could have turned crazy. It could have went left. But I will tell you something. A man wearing a pink sweater and those weird jeans like that, I would have rumbled you in that bodega. See, when you talk that talk on your platform and then shit go left, you got to stand on everything you said. You got to stand on business. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the main messages in this right here. And I want you to stick around, Smitty, because we're gonna talk back to you in a few minutes. Yeah, we're gonna go totally left. I got a question for you. I need you to answer something for me. But for right now, we're gonna stay right here. I want to let some more of this receipt play. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. I want to be honest with you. 10 toes down, I would have rumbled you. Inside of that bodega. Yeah, you walk in there with that pink sweater with your funny looking jeans and all that. And we would have did some grown man business in that bodega. Yeah, I would have set the camera up right there on the Doritos. I would have put the camera right there on the Doritos, and I would have went viral. Let's go viral. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You do all this talking. Smitty, I'm telling you something. You would have brought that beach chair you would have set your camera up. And you would have put that beach chair down. And you would have went live for real. Your ass would have 100,000 subscribers right now. Smitty, you dropped the ball. And you dropped the bag. You dropped the ball and you dropped the bag. Behind the bar 2.0. You dropped the ball and you dropped the bag. You supposed to rumble in that bodega. You supposed to put that bacon, egg, and cheese croissant on the counter, and I would have, 10 toes down, we would have went viral, baby. Yeah. I already would have known it. When I would have seen you in that pink sweater, I would have already told myself, we about to go viral, GMB TV. Get ready. Oh, he got a pink sweater on. This nigga's tripping. Yeah, this nigga's out of pocket. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in New York. This is not Dipset. This is not Cameron. Yeah, you walk in with them funny ass jeans on and all that with your pink sweater. Bing! We're going viral, GMB TV. Get ready. Yeah, that's what I would have told myself. Get ready. We going viral, baby. Hey, let's look at some more of this. I want to look at a few more of this receipt, and we're gonna get back to you, Smitty El Capitano. That's your new name for me. Until you explain to me what I need you to explain to me in this algorithm, I'm gonna call you Smitty El Capitano. Let's look at this. Look.
made 100 fucking videos talking mad shit.
Thank you.
Talking mad shit. You ain't gotta back up, nigga, because if I was doing, I'ma do it, nigga. It would have happened already, nigga. Sit out there, nigga. The police wasn't posted out there. I finished it. But you better be careful wherever the fuck you going. right now, nigga.
All right. That's cool.
You was talking shit.
Cool.
I'm right here, bitch.
Respect.
Bitch ass nigga. So I can wash you in here. Pussy. You a bitch. And I'm spitting in your face. Bitch. Pussy.
Yep.
You a bitch. And I'm spitting in your face. You a bitch. And I'm spitting in your face. Bitch. Pussy.
Yep.
And I ain't got nothing on me. I ain't got no weapon.
Okay.
Nothing on me, nigga.
Okay.
These right here, I'll fuck you up.
Okay.
I told you when I see your niggas in your face, your niggas' language changed, man. Your niggas is pussy. I'm for real about this shit. I'll fuck you up, nigga. Easy. Now go talk the shit you talk online. Talk that shit right there.
No, I'm gonna tell you something, too. Let me tell you something. Hey, behind the bar, you was scared to death, brother. You somebody should have told you, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I want to put a warning out there for you new content creators. Yeah, we 45,000, we 44,000 subscribers in. We ain't new to this, we true to this. But for you new YouTubers, this could quite possibly happen to you. And behind the bar, you was scared for your life, brother. You had that, you was in that bodega, man, and you was holding that bacon, egg, and cheese croissant so tight, the man said he was spitting on you. Hey, he said, I'm spitting in your face. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The way he was talking, he was projectiles and spit was getting all of you had spit all on your bed and all that. Yeah, behind the bar. I'm gonna tag you in this live. You are a prime example of what not to do on YouTube. And I'm gonna tell you something. It should have been you that made this video. After this happened to you, after this man with this stocking cap, let me tell you something. You should have made a video warning YouTubers, don't talk crazy on YouTube. It can get you hurt. I was scared. You should have been honest. And because you let this happen to you, your platform is not grown a bit. You ain't even, I don't know how many subscribers, but your platform went stagnant. Nobody subscribing because we all saw this video. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. 10 Toes Down had a goddamn stocking cap on that day. 10 Toes Down had a stocking cap and a pink sweater and some fucking wild ass jeans on when he ran down on you. You supposed to got it shaking in that bodega. Let me look. Look at the stocking cap right there. Look at the sweater right there. Look at the jeans and all that. You run down on me with a fit like that and we going to war and that guy. We gonna rumble, baby. I'm not gonna let you walk out of there without a rumble. I'm a rumble. I'm gonna wrinkle that sweater up. We gonna wrinkle that sweater up today, brother. Yeah. You thought you was fresh. You went down there to Fortin Avenue. You went to Canal Street and got your little fit over there in Canal Street and all that. And then you came down where I was buying my bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. And you try to disturb my breakfast. You try to alter my mood in the morning. We gonna rumble. We would have went viral. Yeah, don't you ever walk down on me with a pink sweater and a fucking stocking cap and think that we not gonna rumble. Yeah, we gonna have a conversation about. Yeah, look, the man said he was spitting in your face behind the bar. Yeah, you was scared. Look.
Talk that shit you talk online right
Yeah,
now.
we got an exclusive, y'all. I respect it. I respect it. All right, you know
Talk that
what?
shit you talk.
All right, cool.
I know.
We got 10 Toes Down in the building. What's going on, 10? What's going on, baby? You good? You Gucci? All right. We got 10 Toes Down, y'all. Respect, man. Respect. He came up and pulled up on behind the bar, and he not scared. I respect it. I respect it, yo. I respect it, man. I respect it. I respect it. Listen. All that stuff we talk on the internet, I'm glad that this ain't no digital Hollywood. It's all good, my nigga. What's up? I ain't got no problems with you. Why you got problems with me for? You know how we do as content creators. You know what it is. But you know how we do.
Because you talking shit. You put gay shit.
You talk shit. You call me gay too, my nigga. You know that.
You did that to me first. Nigga, I never come out at no nigga disrespect.
You said to me I'm one of the new sidekick, new meat eater. You made the first video about me, my nigga. What we doing, my nigga?
I came at you on some respectful shit, nigga, on some brotherly love shit, nigga. With everybody like I do.
You ain't never show me love, my nigga.
Everybody love, nigga. I'm about coming together as a community, nigga. I would never come at nobody. Show me my first video I ever made about you. Ever.
It's on your channel, my nigga. Got 13,000 views, my nigga.
Homeboy, before that, what did you do, B? Ain't no need to even go back and forth.
That's okay. It's okay.
You said what you said.
Right.
What you do,
Right.
All I'm telling you now, right now, nigga, it's right here, solidified, nigga. You did all that talking on there, gangster and all that, nigga. You will pull up and all that. You ain't pull.
Now I want y'all to look at these jeans right here. Look! Look at them! Look at these! Look! Where the fuck you get them jeans from, 10 Toes? Somebody should have did a video on this. We already did. I don't know, this shit is old news. But those, you got to be out your mind to put a pink sweater on top of them jeans like that. But let's get to the point of the hand. Let's get back to the topic of discussion. Behind the bar said, yo, we just content creators. You know, we say things. No, see, that's where you got it confused at. This ain't content. This is a portal that we playing in. This is a portal. This is real life. Your content is your choice. But stand on that. You can't run from your content. Once you put it into the metaverse, it's out there. Just like this outfit right here is in the metaverse. You can't turn back from that, 10 Toes. Nasty work what you did with them jeans and look. Right? So behind the bar platform ain't been the same after this video because you were supposed to stand on business when you got caught lacking. You supposed to rumble. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to went viral with this opportunity right here. But what you did is you said, I respect it. I don't want no smoke. I apologize. I didn't mean it like that. As a man, you supposed to came back onto your platform and apologize for whatever you said to 10 Toes down. Because as a man, you obviously said some things you didn't mean. You obviously made a mistake. So this right here is just grown man business. This is what it's a lack of. It's a lack of grown men that are willing to speak to newcomers, to youngsters, to give that game up. Like, no, hold up, little homie. That ain't how we do it over here. You in the wrong algorithm. Behind the bar, you're in the wrong algorithm. This ain't the algorithm for you. And Smitty, I'm not going to say that about you yet, but I'm kind of thinking you might be in the wrong algorithm. This is a real thing, homie. This ain't a game. This ain't just content. It's a real thing. Mav Hoffa got it confused too. Mav Hoffa thought this was just, the dirty section of YouTube, and he came over here, and his platform ain't been the same ever since. We don't even hear from Mav Hoffa. After he came over here to this algorithm, playing games, talking crazy, we ain't heard from Mav Hoffa since. I'm gonna let 10 Toes down talk for a few more seconds, and then we're gonna get back to Smitty. Smitty, I got something I want you. We gonna talk. Go ahead and talk to him.
Pulling up, nigga. Because you a wrong circle right here. Ain't nobody out here, B. You better take your fucking ass back to where you from, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
I hear you.
Just come through and you gangster like that. Come on, nigga.
All right.
Fuck out of here.
See, it is what it is, man.
I'm letting you know.
And I ain't got nothing on me either. I'm a sweatpants, so you know I ain't got nothing on me. I got a bacon, egg, and cheese and a cell phone. I ain't got nothing on me, man. It is what it is, man. All right, man. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. Man, I got a bacon, egg, and cheese and a cell phone. I ain't got nothing on me, man. It is what it is, man. Man, I got a bacon, egg, and cheese and a cell phone. I ain't got nothing on me, man. It is what it is, man. Man, I got a bacon, egg, and cheese and a cell phone. I ain't got nothing on me, man. It is what it is, man. Man, I got a bacon, egg, and cheese and a cell phone. I ain't got nothing on me, man. It is what it is, man.
You was talking all that talking. You out there with a bacon, egg, and cheese and a cell phone, and that's all you got on you. Yeah, nasty work. Nasty work. Now, big salute to the chat, man. I wanna play something. Smitty, I hope you still in the building because we're gonna get back to Smitty now. This not gonna be a long live stream, like I said. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure we at 44,000 subscribers before the live is over. The reason why I say this algorithm right here, Smitty, might not be the algorithm for you is because you thought that it was okay to go at Zip with the drip. I don't know what made you believe that Zip with the drip was somebody that you should go at, that you should rub shoulders with, that you should have a beef with in this algorithm. But I'm here to tell you, as somebody that went to war with Zippy, as somebody that went to war with Zip and survived, that's the last thing you want to do, homie. The last thing you want to do is go to war with Zippy before you even give your platform a chance to grow. You have not even gave your platform a chance to get to the next level, and you are now rubbing shoulders with somebody that might it's possible that your platform is not going to grow any further. Yeah, I'm here to tell you that. Because Zip says something that you have not addressed yet. To the homie Smitty, a lot going on TV. Before you get back on this YouTube, before you do another live stream, before you do another video with Mikey B, you might need to address this right here. And to all you YouTubers, man, you ain't built like Grown Man Business TV. Don't you go at Zip with the drip. Grown Man Business trumps jail talk every time. The only reason I survived going to war with Zip with the drip is because I'm on grown man timing. I'm on grown man business. And all that jail talk, all that hooligan talk, don't compare to this grown man shit right here. Yeah, grown man bars is something you got to deal with. Yeah, me and Zip we still got about the same amount of subscribers, give or take 1,000 or so. We still got the same amount of traction. Zip didn't destroy my channel like he did everybody else because grown man bars is something you got to deal with. Well, listen to me, Smitty, a lot going on TV. I want you to watch this right here. I want you to close your mouth, open your ears, and I want you to watch this receipt right here. And you got some explaining to do before we go any further. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button and all that. Look!
FaceTime him though. Don't call him and don't be able to see the look on his face. FaceTime him and say, yo, what happened with you in the shop back in the days, homie? And see what he say. I just told you, that nigga cousin is my man, right? I just told you the niggas from his hood is my mans, right? Now ask him what happened with him and Sean back in the days. Cause niggas want to get on the internet. Cause I heard him talking about, oh, yo, niggas is acting other than they self on the internet. How you and the nigga don't even know me? So how would a nigga be able to say that I'm acting other than myself? So since you want to get on the internet and say I'm acting other than myself, I'm saying you acting other than yourself. You on the internet acting like you a real nigga when in all actuality, ask that nigga what happened with him and Sean. You the one on the internet acting other than yourself, homie. You. Say you used to be running around on your bullshit back in the days. You was and then shot and then the circus, man. I'm telling y'all, the circus is recruiting. Don't be able to see the look on his face. FaceTime him and say, yo, what happened with you and Shy back in the days, homie? And see what he say. I just told you, that nigga cousin is my man, right? I just told you the niggas from his hood is my mans, right? Now ask him what happened with him and Shy back in the days. Cause niggas want to get on the internet. Cause I heard him talking about, oh, yo, niggas is acting other than they self on the internet. How you and the nigga don't even know me? So how would a nigga be able to say that I'm acting other than myself? So since you want to get on the internet and say I'm acting other than myself, I'm saying you acting other than yourself. You on the internet acting like you a real nigga when in all actuality, ask that nigga what happened with him and Shy.
Hey, Smitty, what happened with you and Shy, homie? Hey, Smitty, listen to me, man. Before you, what happened with you? What's going on, B? Zip said he knows something about you that you don't know. Zip said he know your deepest, darkest secrets. Zip said you and Shy, what? Hey, all, a lot going on TV. Before you come back to this algorithm, because you got him, you went to war with Zippy. Not understanding that Zippy can't wait to expose you niggas at the drop of a dime. We all saw what happened with Bimmy. We've been seeing this over and over with Zip with the drip. He's saying he don't want to tell on you, but you can tell on yourself. What you got going on, Smitty? What is he talking about? You need to get up there with Mikey B tonight or go live on your channel, and you need to explain to us what's going on before we go any further. Before we allow you any further into this algorithm, you got some explaining to do. What mook activity? I hope not. You got paperwork? Your name is in the paperwork? Is your name on the Alpha David? You ratted kid? I don't know. I hope not. You rub shoulders with the wrong one, brother. You came on this algorithm. You thought shit was sweet. You thought it was a game. You thought you could just come up here and get to talking about. And that's why I keep telling y'all, this ain't that, homie. Don't come up. I'm gonna play this one more time, right? We're gonna play this one more time, but I want to give y'all a story real quick, right? When Charleston White first started doing this YouTube thing, right before he blew up, right? I used to watch Charleston White. He was showing all the guns and all that. And one day I went on his live stream, and I started like kind of just like trolling him, right? And Charleston White looked at that live stream. He looked at that comment, and Charleston White said, "Grown Man Business TV. I don't know if you dirty macking me or if you playing with me, but I'm going to look into it and blah, 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 blah." And instantly a light bulb went off in my head and said, "Leave that man alone." Instantly, a light bulb went off in my head, a download downloaded and said, "Leave Charleston White alone." And guess what I did, Smitty? I left that man alone. A lot of the times you get on this YouTube, you get in this algorithm, and you think you want to play ball, and you don't want to play ball, homie. You know what I'm saying? Zip with the drip he's kind of like that. That's a dude that you might want to make sure your ducks is in a row. You might want to make sure your T's is crossed and your I's is dotted before you get to talking and you get to rubbing shoulders with Zip with the drip. Now that you did that, now that you got emotional, you jumped on the internet, you said some things that you didn't mean, right? Now that you did that, now you got some explaining to do. Look.
And see what he say. I just told you, that nigga cousin is my man, right? I just told you the niggas from his hood is my mans, right? Now ask him what happened with him and Shy back in the days.
Because niggas want to get on the internet. Because I heard him talking about, oh, yo, niggas is acting other than they self on the internet. How you on the nigga don't even know me? How would a nigga be able to say that I'm acting other than myself? So since you want to get on the internet and say I'm acting other than myself, I'm saying you acting other than yourself. You on the internet acting like you a real nigga when in all actuality, ask that nigga what happened with him and shot. You the one on the internet acting other than yourself, homie. You. Say you used to be running around on your bullshit back in the days. You was and then shot and then
what? And then shot, and then what, Smitty? And then what? Fill in the blank, Smitty. And then what? what you hiding, Smitty? Smitty, I rock with you. I think you got a lot of potential over here in the algorithm and all that. But you need to finish the sentence and all that. Smitty, huh? And then what, Smitty? Yeah, I'll do a boxing match with Charleston White. I smoke his boots as far as boxing go, but as far as like the YouTube back and forth shit, I don't want no problems with Charleston White, nigga. I'm not gonna go back and forth with Charleston White. And the download was a very strong download. Soon as he said my name and he started reading my comment, boom, the download said, leave him alone. Don't say nothing else. Get out of there. And guess what I did? I got out of there. And he been a problem on the internet ever since. The shit Woody just got Woody locked up. Woody ass in jail right now. With him and Charleston White been going back and forth. Woody ass in jail today, right now, as we speak. Woody ass is in jail. The download said, leave that man alone. Get out of there. And guess what I did? I got out of there. Smitty, you got in bed with Zip with the Drip. Pause. You and Zip with the Drip, y'all doing, you said you was gonna physically harm Zip with the Drip. You was gonna break his face. Zippy, Lil Zippy, and I want to say this. I started the Lil Zippy. I started calling Zippy Zippy. I did that. Yeah. Everybody calling Zip Lil Zippy, I call, that's my salute to me. You need to explain to us what happened with you and Shy. I'ma ask you, what happened with you and Shy? Oh, listen, you need to explain what he talking about. He said he knows something about you. He said you know what he talking about. He said off the strength of you and your homies that he got a lot of love for, he not going to expose you. What I'm saying, you need to tell us what's going on. This ain't the algorithm. This ain't what you thought it was, homie. And I rock with you. But again, I keep telling y'all, this algorithm ain't for the weak-hearted, homie. It ain't for everybody. You need to get in here and be ready to go to war. This ain't one of those shit. Oh, this ain't no goddamn peace treaty. Yeah. Yeah, I want to play something. Salute to Mikey B. Let's let Mikey B talk real quick. Let's get into this receipt. Look.
Before I ever came back to my community with the bullshit I did in the 90s, I would never bring that back to my community. I would never, ever bring that back to my community and try to turn it up and turn the streets of St. Albans, Queens, or South Side. Every time I return to my community, it's always on good vibe. I won't return. If it's a bad vibe, I'd rather stay away. I'd rather duck it. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what anybody, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to go out there and act crazy in the community and do a bunch of time. I know what it's like, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I would never go back to my community with no nonsense. I would just stay away. If I knew I had to face nonsense in that community, so I'm happy that Smitty came back to that community with smiles, barbecues. They was out there drinking, doing their little drinking, their little smoking. They was chilling. I was happy to see Smitty doing that.
connecting with the elders, connecting with his family, connecting with his community. I'm glad he did that, bro. I'm glad he ain't go out there and bring a bullshit vibe out there to Flatbush. There's enough of that going on out there.
Well, Smitty is the one that made that video. Nobody didn't make video. Nobody didn't tell Smitty to go up there and talk that talk, what he was talking and all that. Yeah, well, I'm happy too, Smitty, that you went out there and you had a cookout with the family and you did family time and you had drinks and smoked and all that. I'm glad that you did that. I'm glad that you came to your senses and all that, respectfully. You know what I mean? But the damage is already done. You came to your senses. You realized the wrong in your ways. And in between you doing that, we found out that you and Shy, you got some explaining to do. You need to talk. I don't care. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you didn't go out there, but we didn't tell you to make the video. We didn't tell you to threaten Lil Zippy. You came into this algorithm thinking that the algorithm was the algorithm. And I'm telling you, it ain't that and that ain't this. In the between time, Zip told us you got some explaining to do. Zip said you need to tell the algorithm what you got going on over there. Why you ain't been back to... Now, I'm going to leave this live right here for you, Smitty. For you, Mikey B, I'm going to leave y'all this live right here. And hopefully y'all go live tonight and y'all explain. Smitty, you need to tell us what's going on. Is your name in the paperwork, man? I mean, was you hopping gangs around? Did you hop from one gang to the... I mean, what? You got some smut that you need to explain before you go any further into this algorithm. And the only reason we know about it is because you went to war with Zip with the drip. You went back and forth with Lil Zippy, and now we know what we know. And you need to explain what you need to explain. Big salute to the chat, man. Not gonna stay much longer. You know, at the end of the day, right? This YouTube thing is very real. You already see what happened in Vegas. People lose their life. This YouTube thing is very real. And I suggest before you hit that live button, before you create a platform, you get some type of direction you want to go in and you go in that direction. I suggest you understand that even on YouTube, you need to say what you mean and you need to mean what you say. You need to stand on grown man business, even on YouTube. Yeah, Woody is in jail right now. Hell yeah. I don't know what Charleston White did to Woody. I don't know if he called the police on him. I gotta look more into it. But Woody ass in jail right now. Look it up on YouTube. I ain't going back and forth with Charleston White. And me and Zippy, we done already did our back and forth. Me and him ain't got no more back and forth. He doing his thing, I'ma do my thing. Salute to Zip, sell your mixtapes, do your content, keep doing what you doing. No love lost. It was all business. It was nothing personal. Yeah, see, me and Zip, it was all business. It was nothing personal. But what you did, Smitty, is you made it personal when you said you was going to do something to that man's face. You made it personal when you said you was going to knock on that man's door. You made it personal when you told that man he better not come downstairs. You made it personal when you did that. So when you did that, now all of a sudden, you got to fix that. You need to apologize to Zip. Or you need to stand on what you said. And at the end of the day, you need to go ahead and explain to us what Zip was talking about. Oh, yeah. I you know, as far as boxing, I smoke Charleston White. But as far as, like, the YouTube back and forth, that ain't what I'm here for. So, yeah, I wouldn't dare do that. I ain't got no smoke with Charleston White, man. I don't want no problems with that, man. That nigga's crazy. That motherfucker looked at that chat and he read my name out loud. He said, Grown Man Business TV. He said, I don't know if you're dirty macking. I said, dirty. I don't know if you're dirty macking or if you're blah, 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 but I'm going to do that. I was like, oh, shit. And then the download said, boom. Get out of there. And I got out of there. Yeah, I got out of there. I listen to the downloads, baby. I don't deny the downloads. Smitty, you got some explaining to do, my G. Figure it out. Go live tonight. I'll be looking for you, and Mikey, I'll be looking for you. Before you do anything else in this algorithm, you need to explain to us exactly what the hell is Zippy talking about.
And see what he say. I just told you that nigga cousin is my man, right? I just told you the niggas from his hood is my mans, right? Now ask him what happened with him and Shy back in the days. Cause niggas want to get on the internet. Cause I heard him talking about, oh yo, niggas is acting other than they self on the internet. How you and the nigga don't even know me? So how would a nigga be able to say that I'm acting other than myself? So since you want to get on the internet and say I'm acting other than myself, I'm saying you acting other than yourself. You on the internet acting like you a real nigga when in all actuality, ask that nigga what happened with him and Shy. You the one on the internet acting other than yourself, homie. You. Say you should be running around on your bullshit back in the days. You was and then shot and then
Smitty, you got some explaining to do, my brother. Now, I'm going to be looking out for you. You already know. It is what it is. Salute, Lil Brian. What it do? Shark City, Norfolk. Yeah, Fort Worth Fleet. What it do? That's my boy right there. Yeah, salute, Lil Brian. I see you in the chat. My phone about to die. I'm going to grab my charger. We'll go a few more minutes. Salute, man. What it do? Yeah, Norfolk, VA. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good where I'm from, homie. Yeah. Yeah, my shit is unlike these other, my joint, when my shit is good where I'm from, homie. You know what I mean? Yeah, salute my homie Brian, man. I see you in the chat, man. It's Fort Worth Fleet, East Little Creek, Southern Shopping Center and all that. Ashland and all that. Yeah. Finnish Street, Norfolk. You know? Smitty, man, you gotta explain this. You got some explaining to do, my boy. And then we gonna lock in with that for sure. But you gotta figure out, you gotta let us know exactly what happened with that. 44K, man. Fighting Island Boys. Yeah, I saw that fight. I saw them fighting the Island Boys. I saw that. That's a good bag right there. I think that boxing shit is I think that would be perfect for this algorithm. You know what I'm saying? That whole YouTube boxing, celebrity boxing thing, it's a bag in that. You know what I'm saying? 10,000 a head, 10,000, 20,000 a piece. Niggas get in the ring and box it out. I think that'd be fire. Her love, what it do? Yeah, I see you on your Malcolm X and all that. I'm gonna go get my charger because we got her love in the build. I'm gonna go get my charger real quick. Make sure my phone ain't dying. Yeah, my shit gonna die. Yeah, her love, man. Hey, her love. Listen, man. Your boy Smitty got some explaining to do. And I want y'all to make sure y'all get to that tonight. Before Smitty gets any further into the algorithm, before he gets any further into this algorithm, he need to explain. Look.
and see what he say. I just told you that nigga cousin is my man, right? I just told you the niggas from his hood is my mans, right? Now ask him what happened with him and Shy back in the days. Cause niggas want to get on the internet. Cause I heard him talking about, oh yo, niggas is acting other than they self on the internet. How you and the nigga don't even know me? So how would a nigga be able to say that I'm acting other than myself? So since you want to get on the internet and say I'm acting other than myself, I'm saying you acting other than yourself. You on the internet acting like you a real nigga when in all actuality, ask that nigga what happened with him and Shy. You the one on the internet acting other than yourself, homie. You. Say you should be running around on your bullshit back in the days. You was and then shot and then
And then you finish the sentence. You let us know exactly what this man talking about. All right, so we gonna do it like that, man. Big salute to the chat. We ain't staying long. We well over 10,000 views on this joint already. We ain't staying long. I gotta go do a little shopping. I got some business to handle. And we at 2%. We at 2%. Yeah, I don't know. Smitty smoking some dope. Smitty okay too. Smitty naming the paperwork. I don't know what the fuck going on, Smitty, but you got some explaining to do. And you better get to it, man. We not letting you a foot further into this algorithm. Your channel won't grow no further. Yeah, I push the goddamn red button. Your channel won't get no more subscribers, brother. You need to explain that. Yeah. Yeah, I got clout over here. I'm kind of like a big deal over here. I'm kind of like a very important person over here. I push the green button, your channel won't get no more subs on it. Salute. Yeah, get downtown. Yeah, we doing. I'm gonna be in the city soon, Lil Brian, for sure. My shit gonna die, man. I'm gonna get my charger real quick. Let me get my charger. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna go get my charger real quick. Little mama, you ate all that food?
Yeah.
You was hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want me to grab something before I leave, or what you want to do?
Can I just get some snacks?
Some snacks. Okay. You want to Wawa or something? Okay. We'll do that in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the foyer right there. It's the foyer windows, man. You know what I mean? It's the foyer for you. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I normally plug my phone up before I get on this joint. Yeah. Salute to the city, man. I'm gonna be in the city real soon. I'm gonna be down there for that Cousins Festival. Some money down there. You know, they asking about GMB TV. They asking about Grown Man Business. I got a couple of bookings. Got some money to make, so I'm gonna be in the city for sure. Salute to my homie Lil Brian, man. Yeah. Hood Love, you still there? Appreciate that. Little something, man. Nothing crazy. Oh, for sure. We definitely lock in, man. Like I said, man, we growing rapidly. You know what I mean? The channel is growing organically. You know, I can't ask for nothing more when it comes to this. You know what I mean? I just get up here and talk my shit, and we do what we do. You know, it's like I got something epic when it comes to Diddy, man. I'm gonna talk about Diddy. I really wanted to do that today, but I wanted to get this live stream out the way because, you know, I know Mikey B and I know Smitty was waiting for this one. I told him I was gonna drop it. Smitty, you got some explaining to do, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, again, you know, as far as the threats on YouTube, man, you got to keep that at a minimum. You know what I mean? You got to keep that at a minimum, my G. This ain't the algorithm for that. You see what happened in Vegas. And the thing about the homie Smitty, all right, I see you in here, Mikey B. The thing about the homie Smitty is he seemed like a good dude. He seemed like a thorough dude. That's why I thought that, and I made sure, and the downloads told me that this word was necessary. These downloads was necessary because Smitty don't come off like a behind the bar. Smitty don't come off like these other dudes that be up here talking and capping and all that. You know, El Capitano. Smitty come off like he's a thorough dude. He got that thorough, he got a thorough aura about him. He got a manly aura. So when he jumped off the bridge and he crashed out on that live, that was like, it seemed like that was like, I'm like, yo, that don't seem like that's him. It seemed like he got emotional when he got out his body. You understand? So I understood that, and that's why I'm addressing this, because this YouTube can make you feel like that. This algorithm, the attention that you gain when you start getting some traction on YouTube, you start getting some views, you start getting some subscribers, you start feeling, you know, somebody say something you don't like, and you gotta hold, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta maintain yourself the same way you would in public. You be like, yo, I ain't gonna go in this dude's mouth right now. You know what I'm saying? It's police over there, or is this happening, or is that's happening. So you gotta maintain your composure. And it's real easy to do it on YouTube because all we doing is sitting behind these cameras. You know what I'm saying? I got this camera right here. I'm talking to this camera right here. So it's easy for me to get to talking and getting on my body and over exaggerating stories and lying and capping and arguing. It's easy to do that. When you start figuring it out, you know how to contain that. Salute to Mikey B. That's why when Mikey go live, I be in his live. I be in his comment section, because Mikey understand. You know, Mikey get up here. He get to doing his 1-2 step on his channel. He get to doing his content. And even when dudes was talking to Mikey crazy, even when I saw Zip going back and forth with Mikey about his co-defendant X, Y, and Z, Mikey still was more like keep holding his composure. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do the content. We gonna go back and forth, but it's a certain composure you gotta keep. And when you break that, now we having this conversation. And now that you broke that, like imagine Mikey, yo, Zip, when I see you, homie, it's on sight, homie. That's a different, now it's personal. It ain't business, it ain't content no more. It is now personal. You know, Zip with the drip, China Brim. Salute the 050 the movement, right? That's personal. You talking about that man dead brother. You talking about what you did to that man dead brother. You talking about how he passed away in that car accident. You making jokes about it. You doing this, you doing that. That's now personal. Zip he should know that. You talking about Hassan Campbell. You talking about his children. You talking about his dead mama. X blah, blah, blah. Now it's personal. It's no longer content. It's no longer business. It's no longer YouTube. It is now personal. I hope you know that. You see? I'm pretty sure Zip knows that. I'm pretty sure Zip knows if he run into China Brim, it's going to be a problem. If he run into Hassan Campbell without an apology, it's going to be a problem. Being as though Smitty has a thorough aura about him, I would say go ahead and apologize and get that out the way. Yo, it ain't no love. Hey, my bad. I jumped out my body a little bit. You know, shit happens. I'm a man. I make mistakes, and that was a mistake. I ain't trying to break your face. I ain't trying to physically harm you. I ain't going back to jail, nigga. I got a family. You know, this is content. Just throw that out there. Make sure we can see it. Being as though you jumped out there already, we need to know what happened with you and Shy. We need to know what Zippy was. Look at his look. The way he looking at you, Smitty, he knows something. I know something about you. You went to Inglewood. That's a private school. You know, he got that 8 Mile look on him. Hey, he got that Eminem 8 Mile look in his. Yeah, I know something about you. You know, I get thousands of views, homie. I got people all the time right from my city that went to high school with me, that grew up in the same hood as me, that know me personally. So I can't come up here capping. I can't come up here El Capitano and all that. I keep it all factual. Yeah, ain't no paperwork on me, homie. Ain't none of that. Look, look, look. I know something about you. You went to Inglewood. That's a private, like, you need to get control of this before you go any further in the algorithm. With that being said, you already know how we give it up over here. You already know how we give it up over here. Mikey B with the Malcolm X speeches and all that. Nah, homie. That ain't how it would work. Oh, you know, I wouldn't go back to my community and blah, 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 blah. And I wouldn't do that in my community. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's talk to you for a couple of seconds, Mikey B, before I get out of here. Yeah. Miss me with the Malcolm X speeches and all that. Miss me with the I had a dream speeches and all that. Nobody ain't tell your man to go out there and threaten that man and tell him what he was going to do to him. He was going to bring his beach chair. He was going to knock on his door. He said, yeah, your man said a lot in that video right there. Hey, look at your man. Look.
I would never, ever bring that back to my community and try to turn it up and turn the streets of St. Albans, Queens, or South Side. Every time I return to my community, it's always on good vibe. I won't return. If it's a bad vibe, I'd rather stay away. I'd rather duck it. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what anybody, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to go out there and act crazy in the community and do a bunch of time. I know what it's like, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I would never go back to my community with no nonsense. I would just stay away. If I knew I had to face nonsense in that community, so I'm happy that Smitty came.
You know what I'm saying? You New York niggas is funny, B. Nigga got his Malcolm X glasses on right now and all that. You know what I mean? Mikey, you New York niggas is funny, B. You New York niggas be cracking me up, man. Hey, Mikey, man, I don't talk to you. I'm just gonna have some fun with it. You know what I'm saying? You got your Malcolm X shades on and all that. You know what I mean? Nah, nigga, don't miss me with that. Miss me with them I had a dream speeches and all that with your community and all that, nigga. Your man said he was gonna put hands and feet on him. Your man said he was gonna knock on his door. He was gonna put his beach chair and word to his mother. Yeah, that's what he told us. Word to his mother, he was gonna do what he gotta do. So miss me with the Malcolm X and all that I had a dream shit, kumbaya, holding hands and all that, Mikey B. Miss me with all that. Yo, they just want you to crash. Nah, we didn't ask that man to crash out. Nobody asked Smitty El Capitano to get on his damn channel and get to talking all crazy. We didn't know he was gonna do that. We didn't request that in the comment section, and we didn't go in the comment section and tell him to do that. Your man made a conscious grown man decision. So miss me with all that shit. I want to give you guys another goddamn piece of advice out there in New York City. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to New York before I get out of here. Y'all need to figure out what y'all want to do, but them chin strap shit, that shit ain't working, man. Yeah, you dudes get on this motherfucker with your Malcolm X glasses and your goddamn. Listen, man. You gonna grow a beard or you gonna cut that shit off, man. I'm about to start talking to y'all. Yeah, what is New York nigga? That chin strap shit is nasty work, man. Yeah, you got 10 toes down, walking around with pink sweaters and wild ass jeans, and you dudes look at this. Look.
They was out there drinking, doing their little drinking, their little smoking, they was chilling. I was happy to see Smitty doing that.
You gotta figure out what you want to do with that. You need to figure. You need to figure out what the fuck. Hey, brother, listen, brother. When you go into the barber shop, what are you telling them? Like, yo, give me the Bronx River chin strap right here. Make sure it's the Bronx River chin strap. Make the lines real thin up under the chin right there, and real thin around the mouth and all that. Yeah. Make the lines real thin all around the mouth and make the chin strap. I want it to look like the New York Giants helmet right there, all up under the chin and all that. Yeah, that chin strap shit is nasty work. Someone should have told you, niggas. Hey, Mikey B, man, I respectfully, I rock with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why you cut that shit off, man. Yeah. You just have the gold tee and all that. Take the chin strap off the side of your shit ain't growing in like that. I'm sorry, man. Niggas when they have a beard, your beard is not gonna grow like that. You just let your shit woof out. Let your whole face get woofy, man, and see where your beard is at. And just go ahead and line your beard up and all that. Let your beard fill in. But that New York chin strap shit is nasty work, and y'all need to get that. Y'all need to get rid of that. Do you got their Malcolm X glasses and your damn chin strap talking about what you was gonna do for the community? Save that shit, man. This is YouTube. We ain't trying to hear that shit. Tell your man stay off of YouTube until he figure out what happened with him and Shy. Tell your man, hey, yo, Smitty, I need to have a conversation with you, man. I can't really bring you back onto the live stream until you ready to explain, what happened with you and Shy and all that. Yeah, man. Take the chin strap and cut it off. Yeah, I've been wanting to say that. That New York chin strap shit is nasty, man. And Mikey, man, listen, man. You motherfucking New Yorkers running around. You got your goddamn weird ass. Yeah, man, look at this shit, man. Look at your man right here, man. Yo, look at your man right here. You know, I want to show you something with your man right here, man. This shit is crazy, man. Look at this shit. The fuck? Look at your man. Look. Motherfucker goddamn running around with pink sweaters, man. You got 10 toes down walking around with pink sweaters and bad jeans, man. Them some bad jeans you got on. And then you, Mikey B, you got the motherfucking Malcolm X glasses on with the goddamn chin strap and all that. You gotta get that chin strap out of there, man. Why would you do that? What the fuck are you asking for when you talk to your barber? Yeah, we gonna keep the thin line right here. Just keep a thin little piece right there, just straighten it out with a chin strap and all that. I'm just playing, man. It's all love, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Just let your shit grow in, B. I believe in you. Hey, Mikey, listen, man. I got faith in you, man. I think that you could pull it off, man. I think that if you let that chin strap grow, man, you can have a beard one day. You know what I mean? One day soon, man. You know what I mean? Well, you a Muslim, right? You know, inshallah, right? Inshallah, that your whole beard come in, right? You a Muslim, right? I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna talk to you in your goddamn in your native tongue and all that. I'm gonna talk to you in your native tongue. Inshallah, if you let your goddamn chin strap grow out, that your beard will come in. We gonna talk, we gonna make it happen. I believe that you can do it, man. Take your time, man. But don't you go back to a barber shop and don't you ask another barber to thin out that motherfucking chin strap like that, man. Y'all New York, that's a New York chin strap, man. It's over, man. Don't ever do that shit again. Smitty El Capitano. I want you to get your words together nice and neat, Smitty. I want you to gather your thoughts. You came into this algorithm playing games. You in the wrong, goddamn it. This ain't the algorithm to just be coming to play with. Ask Math Hoffa. I want you to figure out what happened with you and Shy. And I want you to come to this algorithm and I want you to expose what's going on. I want you to tell us what happened. Before you do another goddamn live stream, before you go up, I don't want to see nothing else. You got some explaining to do. And you better start explaining. Yeah, I think the downloads is downloaded. Yeah, baby, Lil Brian. That's the homie Lil Brian in the chat. That's Virginia, baby. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You niggas, I mean, they got nothing against New York City, but that goddamn New York chin strap, you motherfuckers better figure out what you want to do. Get it, grow your beard out and cut it off, B. Just have the gold tee right there. You do your shit, clean your face up, shave your joint, leave the gold tee right there. That's it. Go ahead, Mikey. Talk to him, Mikey. Go ahead, talk to him.
Connecting with the elders, connecting with his family, connecting with his community. I'm glad he did that, bro. I'm glad he ain't go out there and bring a bullshit vibe out there to Flatbush. There's enough of that going on out there. We don't got to do none of that. They got enough of that. They got enough of that going on in their lives already. Than for OGs that's on the internet talking positive to come back to their community with some bullshit. Male corner general, we way too old for that. We are way too old for that. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to Smitty. I talked to Smitty beforehand. I talked to Smitty on live. And I talked to Smitty. I made sure I spoke to him. Not on live, you heard? But no, I would not return. If I knew I had to go out there and face some nonsense and that I was coming out there to St. Albans, Queens to do some nonsense, I would not return. I would never return. Just so I wouldn't put that community through more drama. I'm just being honest on that. So Bucks, like I was saying with Bucks, you know I rock with you. I rock with you, Bucks. I still follow you. I'm still on your, you're still my guy. But I think you kind of missed the tone when you try to say, I'm against the violence. But once you say but, everything you said before that don't even make a difference no more. Once you said but, ain't no but, Bucks. That's it. I'm against violence. So I hope, bro makes the right decision and go out there. But
I'm going to leave this right here before we get out of here. Bucks, I understand what Bucks was saying, Mikey. Let me just break this down. So, because I remember you saying this, and I remember thinking, like, I understand exactly what Bucks was trying to say. Bucks was saying, I'm against violence, but. Now, let me fill in the blanks of what he was saying, right? I'm against violence, my G, but, I mean, if you come on YouTube and you threaten that man and you tell him you're going to break his face, then violence does beget violence, my G. Like, I'm against violence, but when you crash out like that and you make threats that you're going to come to my house and blah, 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 then sometimes violence do beget violence. And I didn't even see what Buck was saying, and I don't know who Buck is, but I'm telling you, as a man, that's what we was all thinking. Like, we don't want to see this man crash out, but you know what? He done already crashed out, and this would come with that. Like, I'm against violence. I don't want to see no violence, but I mean, when you make it personal, when you go there, the way Smitty went there, then that's the only thing you're gonna get from that is violence. So, what else we supposed to say? Like, oh, I'm against violence, but blah blah. Nah, nigga, I'm against violence, but the homie Smitty obviously wants violence. So let's just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And when you crash out like that as a man, and then you don't double back and correct it, that's why I said Smitty need to go live and he need to apologize. He need to put his pride to the side and he need to admit that he just jumped out there. He let the algorithm get the best of him. You know what I mean? It happens to new YouTubers and content creators every now and then. They jump out their body and all that. He need, the same way he went public with that violence and those threats is the same way he need to go public with correcting that. Yeah, man. Your chin strap is on a little too tight. Hey, Mikey B, you got your chin strap on a little too tight. You loosen that chin strap up. You know, that New York chin strap. It's a little too tight and all that. That motherfucking tight. Motherfucking- that motherfucking chin strap got your helmet on kind of tight, don't it? Yeah. That chin strap got your helmet on kind of tight, or the top and on the sides and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, you got your goddamn chin strap on a little tight, baby. You gotta loosen that chin strap up. Take it off. Fuck it. I suggest you take the chin strap off. That New York chin strap, that's over, baby. You either go have it or you're not. Salute to the chat, man. Hey Ryan, we gonna talk about that, man. I want to save that for this next live stream. No bail for Diddy. You know, one thing for sure, before we get out of here, you gotta know, right? The way we connect the dots here at Grown Man Business TV is like no other. And I've watched a lot of people talk about this no bail for Diddy. And man, I cannot wait to break this down for y'all. I cannot wait. It's gonna fucking be epic. You gotta know this shit is gonna be epic. It's gonna be funny too. It's gonna be fire. Y'all go watch this live stream, and this shit gonna make so much sense, and it's gonna be funny. Y'all, bro, it's easy math. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna definitely lock into that. Big salute, man. Mikey B, salute to you. Smitty, man, salute to my dog Smitty, man. All out. A lot going on TV. You definitely got a lot going on, man. But I believe that you're gonna be able to smooth this thing out. I believe you're gonna be able to get a grip on this situation and explain to us before Zip. Because if you don't tell us what's going on, you need to know that Zip is gonna he's gonna say something soon. He's gonna say something about this. All right. Big salute to the chat, man. Lil Bron, I see you in here. Nah, them chin straps is over, B. That shit is nasty work. I was watching that last, but this nigga's tripping, son. Yo, son, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Mikey, the motherfucking lines is too thin, B. What? Nah, son, I would cut your shit off, B, if I was your barber. All right, man, I told you, but these motherfucking lines too thin, Mikey. I gotta get, what you want me to do, man? This shit is over, man. Yeah, why you doing this? Yeah, I talk to you like a New Yorker. Why you doing this, Bob? Hey, Mikey B, Mikey, come on, Mikey, come on, baby. Why you doing this to me, Mikey? Why you do this to me every fucking time? You come in here every time you come into the barber shop, Mikey. I tell you, Mikey, the goddamn hair is thin, it's not growing, Mikey. You telling me to make a little line at a chin strap for you, Mikey? Why you do this to me every Friday, Mikey? Mikey B, come on, Mikey. Why you doing this to me? I cut it fucking 100 heads today, Mikey. I cutting heads every day. You come in here. Look. Why you doing this to me, Mikey? Mikey, come on, Mikey B. Why you doing this with the thin lines, man? I tell you, I cut it off. Big salute to the chat. You already know what time it is, but it's your boy Grown Man Business TV. Feel me? We are officially at 44,000 subscribers. Easy. We approaching 50K. Don't you worry. We having good time. We running these numbers up. So you already know, man. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap into this grown man content. I suggest you tap into this grown man content. I suggest you tap into this grown man business at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. I'm giving you this dope, straight pure. Straight pure dope. Right off the brick into the bottles. No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We not water whipping this dope. I'm going to give it to you straight, pure, right off the brick into the bottles. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right? Smitty, man. This might not be the algorithm for you, my G. We're going to figure out soon enough if this is the algorithm for you. You understand? You might be in the wrong algorithm. This is not for the weak at heart, homie. This is not for the, yeah, you got to know what you doing when you step over here. Ask Math Hoffa. Yeah. Ask behind the bar, how is his platform doing? Ever since 10 Toes Down put that pink sweater on with those bad jeans and ran down on him over there in Bronx River with that bacon, egg, and cheese croissant and all that. Yeah. Watch what you say on YouTube, homie. This is not a game. This is not content. This is a portal that we dealing with. And it's a real, it's a reality. All right? Be careful before you jump into these algorithms trying to get some motion and all that. Be careful with what you saying and what you doing. Be mindful and understand that grown men say what they mean and they mean what they say, and that's it. Mikey B, salute to the homie Mikey B. That's my algorithm brother. You know, we in the same algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. We just having fun. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. Mikey, come on, Mikey. Shit, man. You come here every goddamn Friday. You want me to cut your hair. I cut the hair every day, Bobby. I'm trying to cut the hair. You telling me the where's this fucking shit is going, man. You want to get a bid, you know what what are you gonna do, Mikey? Fucking Mikey, you're killing me, Mikey B. Mikey, you fucking killing me, man. I don't want to do it, man. You know, I gotta charge you, man. I charge you $200, man. You want me to cut the pencil sticks, man? You want me to cut the fucking pencil sticks on your face, man? I tell you, Mikey, is it to get a bid or you don't, Mikey? I don't know, Mikey. We're gonna have a conversation about Diddy not making bail, and I'm gonna paint a picture for you that you ain't never thought of. You couldn't even fathom when I paint this picture. Oh shit. Oh yeah. So make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing. Make sure you tap in when we go live. Make sure, because it's going to be epic. All right? So you already know, man, it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, nigga? And I suggest you tap in.